Oh, here we are. Oh, let me get my microphone on. Howdy doodies. Let's just check we're on. We're live. We are. Hello, everyone. Now, I'm really excited about today. I've come on a little bit early before our guest of the day. Now, today we're going to be talking all about ActiveCampaign. ActiveCampaign, as many of you know who've been following me, is my favorite email marketing software. Now, it's more than email marketing. It is a customer record management system. So it collects all of the data about your customers. It keeps them all in one database. It records little profiles of every single customer, everything they've clicked on your website, every single email they've opened, every link they've clicked in your emails, every product of yours that they've looked at or bought or consumed. So the customer record management system part alone is already incredible. But part of the email marketing software element that it does is that it also does automated email sequences. So for those of you that are kind of new to email marketing, what is this tool? What does it do? It basically makes you legal when it comes to sending mass mail outs. In order to comply with various anti-spam laws and privacy laws and things like that, you have to go through a proper software that people can opt into and unsubscribe from with the click of a button. But you can also completely automate your business and the information that people on your list receive by creating automated sequences. So let's pretend, for instance, that you want to grow your email list. One of the ways that you can do that is by creating a free lead magnet. That is something that you give away in exchange for people's email addresses. So many of you will have seen those kind of those posts up on Facebook in your feeds that say, you know, come and get this free ebook or this free PDF or this free mini course or this free webinar. And you normally have to type in your email address in order to get that thing. When you type in your email address, you then automatically get an email with the link or that thing that you've opted in for. Now, this is what email marketing software does. It does it automatically for you. There's actually no people sat on a hamster wheel behind the scenes 24 hours a day sending that stuff out. It happens via automation. And ActiveCampaign is the tool that I use to automate all of my business as well. So ActiveCampaign gives you those little forms that you can make by saying, you know, get my free thingy here, and you give the form for people to put in their contact details. Now, today, I am going to be having a chat and doing a live demo with you with one of the actual ActiveCampaign representatives themselves. So I have actual ActiveCampaign coming on this live call today to take you through a bit of a live demonstration behind the scenes. Now, for those of you who don't have time to sit through this live call, I do have a whole entire ActiveCampaign course inside my academy. It's only $47. So if you go to sarahcorden.com/academy for $47, you can get my entire ActiveCampaign masterclass where I walk you through how to create forms for people to opt in, how to import a list, how to create those automatic emails, those sequences of emails that automatically go out to people, how to send one-off emails, how to manage your project management system inside that software, and all sorts. So do go to sarahcorden.com/academy if you would like to grab that ActiveCampaign course for just $47. Now, if you do want to get a free trial on ActiveCampaign, I do have a free trial link that ActiveCampaign have given me. It is an affiliate link, just to be transparent there. So you go to sarahcorden.com/active, and it will take you to a free trial on the ActiveCampaign platform. Now, I am just waiting for our guest to come on here, and I'm just going to open up my emails just to check, because I was hoping he was going to be here by now. I did just have a phone call with him, so I know he's definitely coming. But just making sure that he is coming on. I'm going to send him a text, actually. Now, if you guys have any questions about ActiveCampaign, do you have anything that you would particularly like to see demonstrated today? Is there a particular trick or method that you would love ActiveCampaign to show you or walk you through or demonstrate for you in the next 30 minutes? We're going to be here for 30 minutes. If you have questions that you would like to have answered today, please drop them in the comments box, and I'll make sure that Adam answers and demos those for you. Now, I'm just going to message him saying, hey, live on the call now. Oops, you got the link. Here's how we do it live, right? We're rocking and rolling. Now, other things, one of the things that are my favorite automations that I use with ActiveCampaign is just one of the things that's really made me the most amount of money is creating what I call a welcome sequence. So a welcome sequence is using the automation function inside ActiveCampaign. So somebody opts in for your free thingy, and then what happens is behind the scenes, they get popped into an automation. Now, for me, the automation that works best is what I call the 10-part welcome sequence. Now, this basically is 10 emails that have been pre-written that send out over a frequency that you decide. So you can say, from the second somebody opts in, send them email number 1. Email number 1 is usually, hello, first name. Here is your free thingy that you opted in for. I really hope you like it. And you might put in some other links, if you've got a Facebook group, come and join my Facebook group over here. Here are all the other ways that I can help you. You might put in a little list of all of your different products or services, or if you do coaching, you might have a little coaching link in there. It's just an introduction. Here's the free thingy, and here's what I do, and here's all the different ways that I can help you. And we have Adam here already. Hi, Adam. We're live. How are you?
Hey, good. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. I was just chatting away to everybody about my favorite automation with ActiveCampaign, and my favorite one is the 10-part welcome sequence. So after that first welcome email, when somebody opts into a free thingy, I then send them 10 emails over a period of time. So for you, it might be once a week. For me, I do it every 2 days, where I send them a tip every other day, a really helpful tip in my topic, in something I know that they're interested in. And I use those emails to, again, keep reminding people of the different services or courses or coaching that they can do with me. And that basically puts the sales on autopilot. So that's one example there of just one of the many things that ActiveCampaign does that has literally transformed my business into an automated money-making machine that makes my customers happy at the same time. So with no further ado, it's amazing here to have Adam here from actual ActiveCampaign. How cool is this? So thank you so much. I know you guys are insanely busy. Amazing, real deal right there. You guys have seen absolutely dramatic growth, particularly since COVID came along. And it's been amazing to have been part of the ActiveCampaign community for the past few years. I think I've been with you guys for about 4 or 5 years now, and just absolutely, actually it's way longer than that. Absolutely love being an ActiveCampaign customer. So today, Adam, hello. You're not in the US, you're actually in Australia. Not a lot of people know that ActiveCampaign has sort of sub offices everywhere. Hi.
Hello, yeah, thanks for having me. Yes, we are in Australia. We're in 170 different countries, actually. But in terms of where employees are located, Brazil, obviously America, Europe, and Australia. So there's 700 of us now, I think, or close to 800, and we are growing very quickly.
That's employees.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And on top of that, then you've got your partners working with you as well. And so just so everyone knows, I am an officially an approved ActiveCampaign partner as well. So I, as you know, am a massive fan and a huge advocate for this platform because of the results that I've seen it's given me in my business. So Adam, you're going to give us a bit of a demo about what ActiveCampaign does today. I'm happy for you to share your screen and take it away.
Yeah, let's do that right now. Share screen. I've never used StreamYard before, so bear with me.
It's pretty much the same as Zoom.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. So I will first of all ask if you can see this little presentation here.
We can.
Great. So I'm just cautious of time, right? We've got about half an hour here. So I'm going to push or power through this slide deck that I've created and then work towards showing an actual live demo of the tool. Does that work for you and everyone?
Oh, yes, please. We love a bit of live demo.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, first of all, thank you for allowing me to present to you. Very grateful to be here and to be presenting. Just to sort of give a small agenda in terms of how I plan on presenting, give you a little bit of insight into ActiveCampaign and a bit of an about us, show a quick demo of the tool, and then jump into some Q&A. So first of all, starting with the about us, our vision is to accelerate every company's growth, as you can see here, with the only automation platform designed for ideal customer experiences. And it wasn't until, I would say, late 2019 where we basically have pioneered this new phrase that you see now so prominently in the industry called customer experience automation. And obviously our mission then is to help growing businesses make meaningful connections with their customers. And I have to stress the word meaningful, because there are a lot of platforms out there that can do the job, but not, in terms of, there's a difference between good and great. And we obviously strive for greatness here by working towards those meaningful connections. And, this is what the ecosystem typically looks like. If we're talking about, your standard marketing funnel, you've got the top of the funnel, reach and engage, then you're nurturing and you're educating, closing and converting, and supporting and growing. And this sort of makes up the nucleus of what we're trying to do here. It's sort of like, okay, what kind of email tool do you need? SMS, chat, website, social. How do you bring in all of these beautiful applications and create a marketing stack or a tech stack that makes sense for your business? Now, this is where we are situated. We're not quite, an all-in-one tool like your HubSpots and your Salesforces. And we're definitely not just a basic email marketing, I would say CRM. We're definitely a CRM tool, but we're not just a basic email marketing tool like Infusionsoft and MailChimp. We sit right in the middle. And this next slide kind of helps you to figure out why. The core components of our tool are these: email marketing, sales and marketing automation, live chat, and a CRM tool. Now, over the last 6 to 12 months, we've included or added, landing pages, conversations, and web personalization as well. But when you think of ActiveCampaign, think of these tools predominantly, right? And from there, what then makes sense, instead of say, like, we're always versing HubSpot, right? They're our biggest competitor. And I love that tool, for example. Like, I don't want to talk bad about them, but the difference is you're either going to use HubSpot or a tool like them where you're paying a pretty high fee, but to use all of their features. The other alternative is to come and use ActiveCampaign, where you can do this. You can use the main features that I showed you just before: email marketing, CRM, all of that, and then connect the best in breed applications that you see out there in the market. So all-in-one tools claim to be exactly that, all-in-one, but there might be a particular landing page feature or a CMS feature that just isn't working for you in that all-in-one tool, which means you have to go out into the market and look for that alternate application. What we're saying is we make it super easy for you to connect any application that might be best in breed. So use ActiveCampaign instead of using an all-in-one solution. So moving on, actually, Sarah, do you have any questions before I move on to this one?
No, not at all. We've had some people just sort of talking about how does it integrate with things like Thinkific, which are demos that I can certainly show. But yeah, I think a lot of people just saying they'd love to have a look behind the scenes and just see what it looks like as a user. Yeah, just on Thinkific, they're one of our biggest integration partners, which is pretty exciting. So if you're thinking of Thinkific, then we definitely are very well supported. They're very well supported within our platform. So it'd be great if you could demo that, because there's a heap of opportunity there. Bit of a background about our history. We started around 18 years ago. In 2013, that's when our CEO got a bit more serious about the company, and he sort of scrapped everything, just made it email marketing. Fast forward 6 years, we hit 80,000 customers in 2019. And today we're up to 150,000 customers. So that's like 100% growth in 2 years. Close to 800 employees now, actually, 170 countries. And we're doing quite well in terms of revenue and automated experiences as well by the week. These are the type of customers that ActiveCampaign helps mainly. So, your solopreneurs, your emerging business owners, your small to medium businesses, and your commercial. So we kind of do it all. We can support up to 15 million contact
databases or thereabouts. So there really aren't too many industries or database sizes that we can't assist. But yeah, this just gives you a bit of a framework around the type of people and customers that we're working with at the moment. We offer a value, service, and trust guarantee. So whatever price you sign up to, it's a 2-year price lock, free implementation, migration support, and obviously we're very serious about the protection of our data as well. So that just makes your customer experience automation easy and risk-free. Let's do a demo.
Hell yes, we love the demo.
Let's do it. So this is what the tool looks like once you log in. It is pretty much a bird's eye view of everything that's happening within the tool. You can customize it however which way works best for you. My internet does seem to go slow during these meetings, so bear with me. But yeah, you can see here, how many contacts you've got, the contact trend, interaction trend, the campaigns that you're working on, pipelines if you're using the CRM. And on the right here, you can see, which subscribers are clicking through on a bit of a live feed, who's subscribing, and so on. So that's the main
question, Adam, that always comes up. If we look on the sort of left-hand menu there of our main dashboard, we've got two words there that people get very, very mixed up about what they do. We've got campaigns and we've got automations. They do very different jobs. Adam, would you like to explain to people what the difference is between an automation and a campaign?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I can definitely see where the confusion comes in as well. So let me go in. This is what our automation builder looks like, right? And this is where's our campaign builder? This is what our campaign builder looks like. So to help define the difference between a campaign and an automation, a campaign is exactly that. It's more of a one-off email or a one-off campaign that you're sending out to your contacts, whereas an automation is more of a workflow. It's sort of like, okay, well, I want to send people down a particular cadence, and then I want to act on that behavior as well. So to also help define what an automation is, I'm going to actually show you how to set up a basic automation. So this is what our builder looks like. And you can start an automation with, let's just say 25 to 30 different triggers. As you can see here, there is, if a contact subscribes to a list, we can use that as a trigger. If they fill out a form via one of your landing pages, we can use that as a trigger. If a web page is visited, if a tag is added, and so on. For this example, let's just go subscribes to a list. We'll use that as the trigger.
For those people that are not familiar with what a word a trigger is, it literally is what makes this flow of actions happen. What is it that fires off this particular sequence of emails or actions that we're going to build together?
Yeah, exactly. And because we've chosen the subscribes to a list trigger, we can then, whilst we're setting this up, we can choose the list that you want to use as the trigger, right? So let's just say you've got a prospects list. Anytime a prospect enters this list, that will trigger them to enter this automation. So I'll wait for it to load, and then the next thing that will come up automatically are options as a next step upon using that trigger. So, okay, someone's entered that list, what's next? And as an example for this particular scenario, the first thing we might want to do is put a wait step in. So if someone subscribes to a list, you might want to wait, let's just say 1 hour before doing anything further, right? So we've got a wait step in there, and then after that, it's sort of like, okay, after they've been in that list for an hour, let's send them an email. We can do that here through sending options. And the great thing about this is you can literally just create the email from within the automation builder. it should automatically take me. Here we go. We've
A
got
favorite tip of mine, always
Yeah.
write your emails first in Word or Google Docs so that you've got a backup. Always
Exactly.
just make a habit, guys.
Docs.
Exactly.
My
So
Google
this
just said Docs and my phone's starting to open it.
I'm going to, it usually auto loads to the email builder, but I've hit escape. So that way it doesn't take us to the builder because I want to continue on with the flow. Excuse me. But as you can see here, once you click send send a campaign or send an email, it'll automatically take you to the email builder. You'll complete the email and then be redirected back to this automation flow. So just to sort of from top to bottom, contact subscribes to our prospect list. We've put a wait step in, wait for 1 hour. And then after an hour of that contact entering the list, we'll then send them an email that says, welcome, or however, which way you want to communicate with that list. And then after that, what you might want to do, right, is put a little, one more wait step, because then I'll show you, we can put an if-else conditional statement after that. So we'll wait 1 day this time. And now this is where the magic starts to happen, right? We can ask a yes or no question. And, the most basic yes or no question you want to ask in this example is the people that we've sent this email to, have they opened the email, right? So once this comes up, here we go, actions. Has someone opened the email? And as you can see here, there are quite a few different options as well. Have they clicked on a link that you've included in the email? Have they forwarded the email? Have they replied? So there's quite a few different things that you can do in terms of actions to set up to determine what happens next within the automation. And let me just highlight the reason why it's so important to get this correct is because segmentation in the world of email marketing and marketing automation is so important. If you segment your clients or your contacts correctly, then it's way more likely that your domain reputation will stay strong. Therefore, your engagement your engagement percentage will increase, and it's just much more likely that future emails will end up in the primary inbox of your contacts. And that's the game at the end of the day, to keep your contacts nurtured, engaged, be very personal, be very specific. And one way to do that is to get it right via this step. So
love it.
Yeah,
Now, Adam, and just while you're just building that there, I'm going to quickly answer a question that's just come in here, and I'm going to share my screen to answer it as well.
Sure.
So I'm just going to take over the stream a second and add mine here. So I've had a question here from Shodan saying, does this work well with tagging from a quiz funnel? So I just want to share, can you see my screen here on the stream?
Let me go back to, we'll go back to our tab.
Working it? I don't think it is. Yes, it is. It is. Brilliant. Okay, so so for those of you who are using quizzes as your lead magnets, I just want to share with you a particular method that's worked really, really well for me with ActiveCampaign. So I have a quiz that I've built in a tool called tryinteract.com. Try Interact. It's a really cool way of creating quizzes. You can do that kind of, what kind of potato are you, and what's your dream career, and if you were an animal, what would you be? Or you could also do sensible things like I've done, like what type of online course did you create in 2021? Now, the cool thing about Try Interact is it integrates directly with ActiveCampaign. So depending on the results of the quiz that my students get, or my leads get, I can then put them into different automations. So this is the behind the scenes of Try Interact. And simply you go in and create your quiz. I've connected it with ActiveCampaign. And you can see here, based on the different results that people got, I'm adding them to different automations and giving them different tags. So for instance, some people came out with, their type of course they should create should be a lead magnet. So they get tagged with it. They get put into a particular automation, automation number 13. And that email says, hi, first name, you really should create your lead magnet course. Here's my program that will help you create a lead magnet course. So it really, really helps segment your quiz quiz leads that come in from that. So definitely, I hope that's answered your question. ActiveCampaign has made my marketing so much more targeted using quizzes and particular types of lead magnets. Now, the other question that's been asked is, how do we integrate ActiveCampaign with Thinkific? It's to those of you who have online courses and you want to perhaps send a welcome email for particular online courses. In your Thinkific dashboard over on the main left-hand side here, there's a button called apps. So, your apps like you have on your phone. You click on there and you actually have here your option to connect your ActiveCampaign. They will directly connect together, and I do have a tutorial video on that. So if you would like to see a demo on exactly how to connect the ActiveCampaign and Thinkific together, please put ActiveCampaign plus Thinkific in the comments, or integration in the comments, and I will give you the link to the YouTube video I've got on that. But this is where you actually do that. It's nice and easy. So I'll step back from taking over the call now. I just wanted to answer those questions as they came along. So Adam, back to your amazing automation that you're building.
Back over to Adam in his home office studio. Sounds like we're crossing over for the news, back and forth.
I like it.
Let's do it. So let's go back to the automation builder. I know we've only got 10 minutes, so I'm going to just sort of like finalize this example here and then move on to a few other things. After your contacts have entered the list, they wait for an hour, we send a welcome email, wait for a day, and then the system asks, have they opened that email? If they have, one of the first things you might want to do is add a tag, right, that says engaged, because like I said, segmentation is everything. And as you're adding a tag to the contacts that are engaging with your content, you can really then start to filter through the people that are engaging, and you could be reaching out to those people a little bit more frequently versus the people that aren't engaging. So
those people who've never heard of this tagging thing before, I know for some people this is really kind of a new thing. Tagging, I really like to describe it is you're basically like sticking kind of post-it note labels on the heads of all of the contacts in your database. So if somebody downloads ebook A, right, you can literally stick a note on them that's like, downloaded this thing. Let's say they visit a certain page on your website. They've visited this particular page, or then they've bought this particular product, right? You're just sticking these labels. I love this one, I always do.
That is the perfect. Yeah, that's the perfect example. It's just like putting a little sticky note. Yeah, you're like sticking these labels. So this is what tagging is inside an email automation software. And the reason why this is so important is because let's say you let's say you sell essential oils and you've got a special promo on lemon essential oil this month. You can literally go to ActiveCampaign and go, hey, ActiveCampaign, send an email to everybody who read the lemon essential oils blog post on my website. Right? How cool is that? This is how tagging works. This is how the tracking works using ActiveCampaign. It literally tracks which of your contacts visit and read which blog post. So now I know that everyone who read the lemon essential oils blog post is interested in lemon oil. Boom, I'm going to make a lot more sales if I target emails just at the guys with those particular lemon oil tags. Yeah, I love that. There's a difference between showing a demo of the tool and then having like a strategy session around what makes sense, what kind of automations make sense in terms of different projects or campaigns that you're running. So, Sarah, I'm pretty sure that you're going to have separate sessions with the people in your network about how to actually, what to send, how to structure, how to set up, how to strategize an automation. And, I highly encourage people to attend that particular session because what I'm showing here in the demo is literally like 1% of everything that you can achieve within the tool. And I'm just trying to show you how to enter a different automation, but my tool seems to be a little frozen. But what you can do here after you've chosen the yes path, you're adding a tag that says active. From this little plus button, you can enter people into a whole new automation altogether, right? So if they are engaging, enter them into another automation, which may be which would be specifically for those that are engaging. And you can do the same thing here on the disengaged path. But look, I'll let you do more advanced automation sessions. That's cool.
Yeah, and I can certainly just do a little screen share here of one of my real automations, so you guys can see a finished product that specifically suits, you know, the everyday course creator, coach, consultant here. I'll just actually share my screen with you and jump in and do a screen share. So this is actually my real ActiveCampaign behind the scenes. And this is what I call my welcome series, my welcome email series. And I recommend every single course creator, coach, consultant, expert online has something like this. If you are in my ActiveCampaign masterclass, I do actually give you this to copy and paste. I have a link that literally sucks this automation directly into your own ActiveCampaign account. So basically what happens here, the trigger for my automation is that somebody subscribed to my list. How do they subscribe to my list? By opting into one of my freebies. So then what we do is I send them a welcome email. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for you so you can see this a little bit easier. Let's zoom in a bit for you. So what we have over here, nice and zoomed in, is they subscribe to my list. That's what started this automation here. Then we send them a welcome email. So that says, hello, here's your free thingy. Here's all the different ways I can help you. I then wait for a couple of days, and you can see there I've got about 100 people sort of sitting there waiting. And then I send them 10 tips over 20 days. So email number 1 is tip 1. I wait for 2 days, and then I send them tip 2. I wait for 2 days, and I send them tip 3, right? So these are all really helpful tips that show your audience that you know your topic well, that you are the go-to person, that you have lots of interesting things to say about your particular topic. But at the bottom of each of those emails, I always put a PS. Here are the other ways that I can help you. And in that PS, that's where I can promote a course, you can promote your coaching, you can promote any other product that it is that you're selling. So I go all the way through with these different tips, and I personally give them 10 tips over 10 days. The reason why is data shows that 11 touch points is the greatest conversion rate. So after people have heard from you 11 times, they're more likely to buy. And then we sort of then go, have they actually purchased anything or not? So this is a question I get to ask ActiveCampaign. Have they bought my course or not? I'm going to zoom out a tiny bit here so you can see a bit better. If they haven't yet, so no, they haven't yet purchased my course, I then send them another email saying, hey, last chance to get a discount on my course. I then wait for a day, and then I add them to a completely different automation. So that's what Adam was mentioning there, is we can then put them into a different automation. So everyone goes through this welcome sequence. We remind them one last time to get a discount on a special thing we're selling. And then we add them to what I call the ongoing nurture sequence, which is then just all of my blog posts or YouTube videos or helpful videos I've done, put in a sequence pretty much the same as this. So I just wanted to give you kind of that overview there of what a finished one might look like. And as you can see, just by looking at this literally puts your sales completely and utterly on autopilot. So super powerful way to automate all of your selling.
Yeah, that looked very powerful. I know we've got a few minutes left. Do we have any questions about anything?
Somebody has said, do you have to set up an automation before you create your lead magnet? So to answer that question, you do basically, they're one and the same. You have to have your thing to offer first. So I recommend get your thing completed so that you have something to give away. The second you've got your free thing, whether it's a mini course or an ebook or whatever it is that you're giving away, you then go into ActiveCampaign. And you create that email automation. Now, some of you, for instance, if you've got a mini course, let's say you're using a platform like Thinkific, in that first welcome email, you would simply give them the link, the free link to your Thinkific course. If you have, I don't know, an ebook that's your free thing you're giving away, in that first welcome email in your automation, I know maybe you could put your ebook on Thinkific, or you could put it in a Google Drive and simply give them the link to the Google Drive ebook. There's lots of different ways places that you can put your free thing, but that welcome email in ActiveCampaign is where you put the link for them to access that free thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome. I'm just trying to see if there's any other questions coming in here right now. Somebody says, will somebody help me set up all of these different automations? So yes, as an ActiveCampaign partner, everyone, I do help you do that. I do have my Edupreneur Academy, which actually takes you through a whole program on a masterclass on ActiveCampaign, how to get everything set up, how to set up your account, how to create your automations. You can import a bunch of my automations that I've already created for you, and you just fill in the blanks. And inside my academy, it's only $47. Not only do you get the ActiveCampaign masterclass, you also get a live call with me once a month as well, where you can come in and ask those questions about what strategies might work best for you. So do come along and check that out if you would like to jump in there. Any other questions? We just had lots of thank yous coming in here, Adam. I guess, so Carol said it's important to have wait periods. Yes, definitely need to have those wait periods. Otherwise, people will get all of your emails in one go. So definitely don't forget to put a wait period between each email or each action. Adam, I don't know if you could give a tip for ActiveCampaign. For somebody who's a course creator selling online courses, what sort of things would you get them to check out first, or what's a favorite trick that ActiveCampaign does for you?
I would say I've noticed recently, I feel like our conversations feature is probably a little underutilized. And you know what? I could have said that about so many features, but what I've noticed recently is how valuable it is, and because you don't just have to use it for as a sales tool, right? If you're having an influx of inquiries, you can have our conversations feature act as a bit of a chatbot on your website, right? And send people down particular decision trees. And depending on what they say, you can enter them straight into an automation. You can have a virtual assistant working on there for you during the hours of 9 to 5 as a live agent chatting to people. So it's a sales tool, it's a success tool, and it's a support tool as well. So definitely look into conversations, maybe custom reporting. I know that's getting a little bit advanced now. Conversations and web personalization, look into that as well.
Amazing. I guess from my perspective here is that I constantly reiterate to people that ActiveCampaign is more than just an email marketing software. For me, I use it as a customer record management system. I use it as a way to completely automate my customer inquiries, like you were just mentioning there, feeding people through my whole entire customer journey, automating people through my sales system. I use it as a project management tool. I even use it to manage my team. So we do done for you services for those of you who are service providers. We even have automation set up for when people purchase a service that sends automatic notifications or reminders or action triggers to my staff to go, hey, this project is now 3 days in. By now, you should have done X, Y, and Z for this particular client. So we do it for our quoting to help follow up on customers who've requested quotes. We have automations to follow up people for stuff like that. We have automations in there to upsell people through different products. It's incredible what it can do. For those of you who have membership academies, there's a lot of course creators here who've got subscription academies in there. I have an automation to remind people about their live call every month. So I'm not having to put a reminder in my calendar, an item on my to-do list to go in and I remember to email my list. I literally have an automation that sends a reminder to people on a set day of the month, every single month. Hey everyone, don't forget your live call with Sarah's this week or whatever. So it really does create a massive amount of time freedom. And, as a result, you're doing more, you're being more productive, you're being more present in front of your audience. And that, of course, as we all know, leads to that more familiarity and more sales. For the fact that it starts from as little as $15 a month, here I'm doing the sales pitch because I just love it. The fact it starts from $15 a month, for me, it really, I just find it a phenomenal value. It's absolutely mind-blowing value. And so I do recommend for any of you thinking about what software should I go and use, how does it work, please go and get the free trial. There's a link below there, sarahconnor.com/active. There's a free trial there for you to go check out. Leave a comment in the thread here, active, and I will give you a link to a YouTube video I've done, which gives you an overview of how to use ActiveCampaign. It's a live demo where I'm going in and setting up some automations. It's a free YouTube video. There's no cost to it. I'll give you guys the link in the comments there as well, just so you can kind of play around in your free trial and follow my video and set up some automations just to see how incredibly easy it is. So I think we'll leave it there because we are now fast running out of time. Adam, I really can't thank you enough for giving up your valuable time here to show us all ActiveCampaign. I just love it. We've got an actual ActiveCampaign person here. This is very cool. Yeah, but what's the best way for people to contact the support at Active if people are ever needing help?
Yeah, I was just going to say 5 years ago, the buzzword was app. 2 years ago, it was entrepreneur, and now it's automation. And if you get it right, it could be will be very powerful for your business. Just make sure you're using the right tool and the right person like Sarah. In terms of support, I mean, you could always email help@activecampaign.com or support@activecampaign.com. But I feel like if people reach out to you effectively, then they're going to get all the support that they need. So
fantastic. Thank you ever so much. And yeah, I will make sure I pop the links down with some of the demos that I've done there that are a bit more in depth. Adam, thank you very much. And I look forward to staying in touch and doing perhaps some more demos in the future with you.
Likewise. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. See ya. Bye.